Hello fellow YouTubers, Bear Prepper here. So, if you're not sick of the cheese series yet, we've got another one coming at you. We're going to make mock mozzarella. I've heard that mozzarella is very hard to make melt with powdered milk, so I'm going to show you how I make it. What we need is 4 cups of warm water, 1 3/4 cups of white vinegar, 2/3 cups of vegetable oil, and 3 cups of powdered milk. So the first thing you do is you get your heat on your pan, take your oil, and let it heat up in the pan. You also take 3 tablespoons of butter, slightly melted. Is my secret ingredient. So you pour that in the pan. And this is probably too big a spatula. Oh, this cup is cracked. That's trash. And let it heat up over medium heat. You want to have that oil hot before you put your ingredients in. And it has to be to 115 degrees. So I have a thermostat, a thermometer here, that only goes to 220, so it's a low temp thermometer. And when that reaches 115 degrees, I'll be back with you. Okay, we're almost up to 115, so I am going to combine my ingredients and turn down the temp. I've got my milk. I'm going to mix that up until it's dissolved. Speck. And then I will add my vinegar once I get it in the pan. Okay, I'm a little hot. Cool down. You don't want it too hot, you don't want it too cold. We'll bring that down just a hair on temp while I stir this up. Alrighty, pour it in. Mix it in with the oil. And now we're going to pour our vinegar in. And it should start to curdle. Okay, we just poured the vinegar in, and as you see, it immediately curdled. Temperature is 115. I'm going to gather my cheesecloth. Okay, so it's curdled, it's come up to 115. And I'm going to dump it in my cheesecloth. Alright, so now we're going to drain it. As you can see, it made quite a bit more than the last batch with the Parmesan with the vinegar. The vinegar really curdles it differently. Also gives it a different texture and flavor. Now the trick to making mozzarella is to keep the mozzarella at temperature while you're kneading it. The first thing we gotta do is we have to rinse it. Alright, once again, I'm going to do warm water with mozzarella, not cold. And I'm going to rinse it. And it feels really oily, because remember we have oil in there, and we have butter in there, all to make it stringy, because we're going to have to knead it. In order to knead it, you have to have the mozzarella at temperature. If it starts breaking apart, your temperature's too low. So we're going to need to put on a pot of water and keep it up to temp. So I'm just going to set that there and let it drain while I get the water going. Okay, so what you do is you heat up the cheese and it should get to where it sticks together. See how it's not? It's kind of crumbly. It's not hot enough. So you gotta put it back in the water and heat it up some more. It only becomes stretchy when it's hot. Okay, once you get it hot enough, you're going to knead it and roll it. You notice how it's getting not crumbly but stringy now? And I like to just make mine logs. And you're just going to knead it and roll it until it all sticks together like mozzarella. Maybe we'll do it one more time. I let it get a little too cold that time. Okay, your temperature of your water has to be 150 degrees, or you can use your microwave. As long as we're not bugging out, or we don't have electricity, you can use your microwave. And as you see, it gets stringy when it's hot. So we're just going to form it in a log now, and we're going to let it drain and harden. A little bit different from those crumbles that we started out with. The heat is what makes the difference. Okay, it's been draining for about 10 minutes while we cleaned up. So I sliced off some mozzarella. And we're going to melt some mozzarella on a piece of Texas toast to go with dinner. See how nice it is? That's what happens when you get it to the right temperature. You can stretch it. Let's see if it melts. Okay, as you can see, it didn't really melt. Well, I kind of broiled it. Whooshka. But see that? Look at that. It's kind of gooey. I think it would be perfect for pizza. But I broiled it. I probably shouldn't have. I think if I baked it on a pizza, you'd see totally different results. Because look at that. Let's flip over this big piece. Whooshka. See that? Hot and stringy. Just like mozzarella. Blessings.